Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the former classroom teacher turned homeschooling mom and private reading tutor behind Little Otters Learn. And here on my YouTube page, as well as my Instagram account and my blog, I review curriculum, offer homeschooling tips and tricks, and do some flip throughs too. So this is going to be a full curriculum review on Evan-Moor's Science Lessons and Investigations. Thank you to Evan-Moor for gifting me this grade 4 ebook. I'm really excited to share this with you because I am currently in the stage where I am considering our approach to science for next year. And I really wanted to go with something that is heavy on investigation and experiments, and also provides content in the way of unit studies. So I'm actually currently leaning towards using this Evan-Moor Lessons and Investigations, as well as the Evan-Moor Daily Science for grade 4. I use grade 4 because that is a grade that is between my two older kids' actual grade levels. So because we cover science as a family subject, choosing a grade level that's kind of in between them ends up working out really nicely. So here's the cover for Science Lessons and Investigations. You can get the physical book as well as the ebook. You can get it from Amazon, from Rainbow Resource, and Evan-Moor's website. Unlike a lot of the Evan-Moor resources, this does not have a teacher book and a student workbook that's separate, to my knowledge. It is just this one. And you'll see in here that there are student pages that you can photocopy or print for your kids. This can be used within your home or within a classroom. So you could cover this with your own kids at home, or if you run like a co-op program, you could make copies for the kids in your co-op program. So the way that this is structured is there are 13 different units, and they're developed around the next generation science standards, and they all focus on a topic within either life science, which is biology, earth science, or physical science. They follow the 5E model, which guides the student through the 5 stages of engage, explore, explain, evaluate, and extend. You can see the concepts are listed here, and the teacher's edition opens up with an overview of all of the units. You can see these kind of smaller version of the pages here with a description on the purpose behind each one. There's a how to use this resource guide here with teaching strategies and just some things to be thinking about as you work through them. If you have a like a co-op class and you want to ask parents to kind of donate some materials so that you can do the various projects, you could send home that form letter. So each unit has this teacher resource page, which has the general concept, the lesson objectives, and then it has like a table of contents here that shows you exactly where the student pages are for each of those stages in the 5E model. This engage page for the teacher has a spark question and then a discussion guide. And this is all a strategy that's going to help hook the student or engage a student to activate prior knowledge, to activate some of the vocabulary that the unit contains. So this is, I printed this in black and white, but it does come in full color. So this is a student page. You could display this on your tablet, on your phone, on your computer, or you could print it out. You will use this page later on in another point in the unit, so it might be nice to have the physical copy. You start off with your explore pages. So this is really like the kind of hands-on activity or the investigation that the student is doing. These are the explain pages. The explain pages have, a short science article that the kids are going to be reading, followed by a notes page. We have the key vocabulary being highlighted here. Then we move into evaluate. And this is where the child is going to be asked some comprehension questions and do some vocabulary exercises. Plenty of questions to engage the child, to sort of activate maybe some of the concepts that they learned through the first stage of explore. Here are the extend pages. So you're going to be given some writing prompts and then some suggestions for future projects. Okay, so now we're getting into the second unit. This is life science. This is in the area of life science, animal life structures. You can see that same teacher resource page. So you have the concept, the lesson objectives, the short description of that 5E model. The table of contents here has the student pages for the engage, explore, explain, evaluate, and extend stages. Again, here is that engage teacher page that has the concept introduced, the spark question, the discussion guide. All of this is to really engage the student, to grab their attention, to get them interested and invested in this particular concept. Again, my version is black and white, but the other version is in full color. Here are your explore pages. So this is the investigation that's really opening up that unit. Here's your explain pages. So a science article that is really talking a lot more about the concept. You could have the child read this independently. I personally would read this aloud. I would make sure that I'm highlighting the bold-faced vocabulary words for the kids. Here's a notes section. Okay, here's your evaluate stage. This is where the child is pulling some of the key vocabulary from the text and then answering comprehension questions. So now we're making the concepts learned in the beginning 2 stages a little bit more explicit. Here's your extend phase, where the child is being given a couple of writing prompts. And then again, that same extend page that has some ideas for future projects. Okay, so I want to bring you back to the front table of contents. Let's see. Okay, so I showed you the plant life structures and animal life structures. Within that biology or life science set of units, there's also human life structures. You can see the units under earth science and then the 2 units under physical science. I just wanted to sit here for a minute so you can see the different concepts. Again, this is the 4th grade. They have this through the 6th grade. And I wanted to show you the answer key. The answer key, I think I put this in too big of a binder. You see me struggling to turn the pages. The answer key has the student responses for the evaluate pages. And I know a lot of people like this sort of answer key that shows a mini version of the actual page. And then actually at the end, the ebook has a sample from the Evan-Moor Daily Science, which I also have and I will be reviewing separately. I'm going to be merging the 2, so we're going to be doing the daily science for 4th grade as well as this resource. This one has the 13 units, so I'm going to kind of sprinkle them throughout the year. But overall, I really like this resource. You know, I think we're all looking for ways to teach science in an authentic way. We don't want science to just be a content-based subject. We really want kids to understand how to do science. And we know that, but it can also be kind of intimidating when you're trying to figure out, you know, resources for investigations and experiments. You want to teach the scientific method, or is this one is using that 5E model? And I really like the thoroughness of this Evan-Moor resource. I really like how both teacher or parent friendly it is, as well as kid friendly. There is ample discussion questions, highlighting of important vocabulary. This is definitely standards based. I've looked at the next generation science standards. And obviously the people at Evan-Moor are very familiar with them because they've done a great job of hitting those standards in a deep, enriching way for this grade level 4. So thank you again to Evan-Moor for gifting me this, this resource. I will definitely be using it with my own kids. Please do check this out. You can get copies of this on Amazon and it's very affordable. I'll put everything in the description box below. You can get it on the Evan-Moor website, again, as ebook or a physical copy. So definitely do check this out. Let me know down below what you use for science instruction, what you use for your science study in your homeschool. Do you use a unit study approach? Do you use a resource like this? I'd love to hear about it. I can talk curriculum all day, as many of you know. So feel free to ask any questions in the comments or maybe suggest future reviews that you'd like to see from me. Thanks.